What's good, everybody? Marvin Kid here back again. Welcome to another talk for Geek Thoughts. As always, how's everybody doing on there? And I hope everybody's well. And you know, guys, I wanted to talk about this too, about what's going on in the world of Marvel. And something big happened this week that actually I'm all for. I'm a little nervous, a little scared, but I'm still very much, I'm for. And that is being the promotion that Kevin Feige has gotten. Kevin Feige now, you can add Marvel Chief Creative Officer to his resume now, because that's what he is now. Basically, he's overseeing pretty much everything creative and story-wise, from TV shows to movies, of course. I'm believing even comics as well. Games, no. I think that still is under Pure Matter and everything like that. But I wanted to talk about this in a sense because I kind of wanted this, guys. My thoughts on this, I wanted this. I wanted something like this because the fact is, I was tired of hearing infighting from creative inside of Marvel. Like, well, if Kevin Feige gets this, Jeff Loeb is pissed off and he goes crying to Pure Matter or something like that. Or Kevin Feige has an idea, but he has to pass it through Pure Matter, and Pure Matter's like, no, we're not going to do that. Things like that. I was tired of hearing that. I was tired of it. Tired of it. And I kept saying, there needs to be just one overseeing just everything, where it ain't that. Now, my good friend DPZ Deadpoolzilla said, basically this promotion is fuck Jeff Loeb, get out. I don't necessarily say that, but I wasn't the biggest Jeff Loeb fan. I've always said it. I was never a big Jeff Loeb fan of his Marvel stuff, and I'm talking about writing wise. His DC stuff, yes, but Marvel wise, no. And don't get me wrong, he's done some stuff that I was like, okay, he had his hands in the Daredevil stuff, the Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and Punisher and all that stuff, Iron Fist. But you know, I felt that, you know what, Kevin Feige has done such a good job with Marvel Studios. He has kept the reins of that armor, as I like to call it. The Marvel Studios is like a armor, and as much as we try to people try to break it down, it is almost like an impenetrable, you know what I'm trying to say, piece of work that don't have a lot of chinks to break through. Like I always said, in Feige we trust. This guy's past works speak for himself, that he can handle it. I have no real issue with it, but in terms of the comic wise, I'm wondering what that means, because they're saying, reading more into, they're saying that he also has, I'm hoping what that means with Kevin, Mr. Feige, is that he will start telling them no more renumbering. That is probably one of the biggest things I want for one of the things creative wise with him, is like no renumbering. We keep going. If a new writer comes on, that's where that, like, let's say for example, Charles Soule writes Moon Knight, and he writes Moon Knight for 50 issues, and then we say Donny Cates comes on to replace him as a writer, and his run starts. It should start at 51 and go from there. No more of this renumbering for the next volume and things like that. I'm hoping that with that he has a say in that. That's one thing, because I think as comic readers and guys and people who read Marvel, that's something that we want. Like, stop renumbering. Those numbers mean something. That number means something. And I hear a lot of people say that it doesn't, but it does. It's for a comic reader and a collector for over 20 years. You're looking at one right now. That means something. For me to have, for example, for me to have issue 1,000 of Action Comics or Detective Comics in my collection, that means something. That's how I felt about when issue number 700 of Amazing Spider-Man. That meant something to me. I got the 700 issue Amazing Spider-Man. Hope that goes down. The movie stuff, he's got that in check. That's something he's forever going to be. But I'm also feeling that him now in Power, we're going to see what he's been teasing at, or so. We're going to start seeing those characters, because now all those characters that had TV shows or got canceled, eventually we're going to see them now incorporated into the MCU. So mark my words, we're going to see Daredevil. Mark my words, we're going to see the Punisher, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Misty Knight, all probably recasted by some, but mark my words. The same thing goes with them doing Ms. Marvel. The Ms. Marvel, mark my words, we're going to see a recasting of the royal family of Inhumans, because you got to include her. You got to include the Inhumans, because Kamala Khan is an Inhuman. She's not. I mean, they can change it, but Feige likes to stay true to the source. He does. And for him to take this position, when I read that for the first time, I was like, big ups to him. I don't like seeing people lose their job, and stuff. I'm not saying I wish that Loeb lost a job, but it's just that I just didn't want infighting. I was tired of that. I was tired of hearing, well, they're using this character, so you can't use this character, or we can use it, but we're just going to change it, and what this means is maybe more in continuity, which I like, especially in TV, with the Disney Plus series that are going to be directly involved with the MCU, and all the other TV shows that have, Marvel has out. It kind of bothers me sometimes that they're not connected with the MCU, and it's so easily to incorporate that. Like Cloak and Dagger's not with the MCU. The Runaways is not with the MCU. It makes me wonder what they're gonna do with the Damian Hellstrom. Is that gonna be connected now? All this stuff. Hopefully it's connected. But there's now one king. Still, Feige still has to report to somebody, but he doesn't have to report to Perlmutter. He doesn't have to do any of that. It is now, he is, bam, he's up there, basically. So I'll read a little bit of what it said. Once again, I just wanted to make sure I get it right. So Deadline's hearing that Feige is adding Marvel to Chief Creative Officer of Marvel to his title. What that means for the brand is that all the company's key creative executives across film and TV now report to him. Sources say adding Master of the Marvel Cinematic Universe Kevin oversees will extend to the overall creative direction of Marvel storytelling and contain creation platforms. As part of this, Marvel TV animation generator Marvel Family Entertainment will move under Feige's Marvel Studios. So that means cartoons, everything like that. Who knows? We may get an abundance of new cartoons, but now under Marvel Studios. And I like this. I really do. I'm not going to deny that, guys. I'm not going to sit here and BS you and say, oh, this is stupid, or I'm not happy. No, I'm happy about it because one person now. If you got, here's the problem. This is how I see it. If you got creatives bumping heads with each other all the time, or whether you're butthurt or jealous because this person can go past you and do what he wants and you can't, and things like that, and you hurt and stuff, or you try to stick it to that person by, well, we're doing the Inhumans now, and let's be honest, that TV show, Loeb, was shit. Let's be honest, it was shit. Okay? I've said it before and I'll say it. Inhumans should have stayed under the movie brand, not the TV series. Hopefully, we will see new versions of these people, Black Bolt and all these, just Crystal, everybody. But I like this. I'm happy. I'm not like, oh, he's gonna fuck up everything now. Look at the man's work. His work speaks for himself. His work speaks for himself. His work, and I'm gonna say it again, his work speaks for himself. He's got this. Have a little faith. As I said before, in Feige we trust, because as far as I'm concerned, the man has not really let us down. He has delivered on everything he said. For example, I said when he wrote, you're gonna understand why it took us so long to build Thanos up. Payoff. We got the payoff. We a lot of people understood why. I'm feeling that he is building to so many things for the MCU. We just have to sit back, relax a little bit, and just patiently wait and see what this man can do. Because honestly, I like this. Am I a little nervous? Yeah, I'm a little scared, because the one thing you don't want to see is someone as talented as he is start buckling under the pressure of he's got too much now. But I don't think he does. And I don't think he's going to rule over with an iron fist and say, oh, you can't do that anymore. No. Nah. Look at what he's done with the Russo brothers and what Waititi and all these other directors. He is still just letting them be creative, and I respect that. And I think you guys should too. Just remember, his work speaks for himself. This is just another title, but in my opinion, he's earned it. He's earned it. And if nobody else sees that, that's fine. But if you're like me, you may be a little scared, but you also, you're half and half. You're scared, but not so scared. Trust in that. And that's my thoughts on Kevin Feige's new title as Chief Creative Officer. What say you? I look forward to hearing your comments in the section down below. As always, this is Mumford and Kid saying peace, one love, stay tuned, keep it real. Thank you for watching Geek Thoughts. Go check out my thoughts on Miss Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. I think you'll like that too. But other than that, y'all take care.